I love fishing this time of year. Here we are at February 9th. We've got bright sunshine, 70 degrees, but it's pretty typical Mississippi weather for this time of year. We get a warm front through, we get 3 or 4 warming days, and then we get another cold front come through and drop the temperatures back down. But it creates an opportunity to go out and catch a bunch of bass. What I like to do this time of year is to slow roll a spinnerbait. Slow rolling a spinnerbait is exactly what it sounds like, casting it into your normal areas and reeling it back to you ultra slow. What that does is the fish who are not as aggressive will come out and eat it, and it's a technique that catches a lot of fish this time of year. Now, I've got several things that make up the rig I want to use for that. First off, I want to start with a spinnerbait rod. This is a Denali Rosewood custom spinnerbait rod, and the difference in a spinnerbait rod from a lot of other rods is where it flexes along the length of the shaft. You'll see here that this one flexes in the upper half of the rod, giving you a lot of backbone from here down, but having a soft enough tip to where a bass can come up behind it, suck that spinnerbait in, and the rod's not going to take it away from him. It's also important when you're slow rolling it to use a slow reel. I'm using this 5-to-1 gear ratio. One turn of the handle moves that line about 18 inches on there, so that gives you a nice slow retrieve coming back. As far as baits are concerned, I'm going to want a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait, and I'm going to want a heavy, big number 4, 5, or 6 Colorado blade. That Colorado blade's got a lot of thump to it. When it comes through the water, it creates a disturbance that's going to make it where the bass can hear it. Now, in this particular instance, I'm throwing one with a chartreuse blade because the water I'm going to go to has got a little bit of stain to it. This technique's very effective against bass that have moved up but aren't quite aggressive enough to chase a faster moving bait. It really works best when the water temperatures are in the low 50s, let's say 49 to 52 degrees. And it'll work in any part of the country. Right now it's February here, but as we move farther north, the same thing happens. It just happens a little bit later in the year. Let's go out and see how it works. That's a good one. Oh, that may be a really good one. No, just a decent. Whew. See, there's the flex you want in a spinnerbait rod. See where it's bending from farther down the rod? Come on up there, fishy. That's what that early spring bite will get you slow rolling that spinnerbait.